Hi, Bob Long, LADC. Sunday morning, beautiful day out. Decided to take Mel for a walk early because this heat in Oklahoma gets to her sometimes, and she's taking a break. We're in the park right now. She's right here. Well, okay, you can't really see her all that well, but trust me, she's here. We're going to talk a little bit about success because that's what I talk about with my substance abuse clients. I talk more about success than I do about actually stopping drugs and alcohol. Why do I do that? Because most of the people that come in and sit in my office in the chair opposite of me, they've had loved ones, they've had parents, they've had spouses, they've had grandparents, they've had brothers and sisters maybe telling them, you gotta quit, you gotta quit, you gotta quit, and yet they don't quit. They end up in my office. So why should I adopt a failed strategy that doesn't work with them? Okay, so I'm not going to tell them they gotta quit. I want to make them see all the negatives that their substance use has caused them. Many times we focus on nothing but the positive. And I think that's part of the problem. We need to start being more honest with ourselves. So I talk about success quite a bit and what it means to be successful and how to get there. This is not an all-inclusive video on how to be successful by any means, but I think you have to define what success is for you. Because if you don't define what success is for you, society will, and you probably will not like how society defines success for you. So let's talk about what success might look like. So some people might think it's successful to get their first job or to get a job and keep it for 6 months to a year. Other people may say, okay, I'm not going to feel successful until I have a certain amount of money in the bank. Okay, fine. That takes a certain amount of discipline and a certain amount of dedication to doing the same thing over and over and over. So I think the first thing we have to do is have a goal. We got to have a goal that's rational, reasonable, and reachable. Now, I always have short-term goals. I have medium and 5-year long-term goals. Now, I'm late, I'm old, okay? I'm not gonna tell you my age, but I'm old, and quite honestly, I don't know if I have a 15 or 20 year in me to do a 20-year plan. So I'm going to keep mine short and reasonable. A few years ago, I decided that I wanted to become a substance abuse supervisor to help new counselors coming into the field for the first couple of years, being under supervision, working under my licensure number so they can learn and pass the LADC exam. That's a tough exam, by the way. It's the ICRC exam. It's very, very tough. And also prepare them for the oral presentations, plus staff clients with them and give them, the benefit of what I know. I was going to say expertise, but that sounds cocky. Okay, so I'm not going to say that. You have to have goals. Becoming a supervisor was a goal that I had about 5 years ago. I achieved it a couple of years ago, and I'm very happy with that. You always have to have goals in your life. 3 years ago, I weighed an incredible amount. I was over 35% body fat. And I went to the doctor just the other day. They did the body fat taping like they did in the Army, and I'm at 22% body fat. So in over a 3-year period, I'm there. I'm getting there. Have I reached my goal, the number weight loss goal yet? No, I haven't done that. But that doesn't matter. I'm back into size 36 blue jeans, and I'm wearing an XL shirt so for the first time. If you buy from Temu, go with a 2XL. If you're an XL and American, like you go to Walmart, that's a side tip. Having goals, incredibly important. After you have goals, you're going to have to start recognizing that maybe you need a little bit more self-discipline. And you need a routine that's healthy, and you need good habits, good work habits. You have to also learn how to be patient with yourself and expect some setbacks, expect some failures, but you need to learn from those failures and move on with life, okay? And if people tell you no, okay, fine, that's their opinion, okay? That doesn't mean no, that doesn't work. I remember being told that I wasn't quite right for a position. They wouldn't tell me why. And I noticed that position continued to be open and open and open. I continued to call them weekly. And eventually they said, okay, we'll give you a chance. Now, that would never have happened if I gave up, if I accepted no as an answer. Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he wanted to get in the movies, the first time he went to a producer, I remember him saying something like, oh my God, your voice scares me, okay? And a body like that, that's not what a leading man looks like. And so they were telling him all the reasons why he could not be a leading man, much less in the movies. He didn't listen to that. He didn't stop. As a matter of fact, when he made the Terminator, the producer said his accent lent credibility to him being a cyborg. Conan the Barbarian, the producer there, said if we didn't have Arnold's body, we would have had to build something like that. So everything that was a negative, he turned into a positive, and you can too. That's the whole point of this. You got to believe that you can attain your goal, whatever that goal is. You have to believe that it is attainable, and you have to really put some work into this on a daily basis. There's a lot more to success than that, but you know, that's the bare minimum. See yourself being successful. And if success to you means getting off of drugs and alcohol, great, fantastic. Don't compare yourself with other people. God, I can't tell you how many times people compare themselves to other family members. I don't understand how they can drink and not continue to drink. They can drink and stop. Me, if I start drinking, there is no stopping, and they don't understand me. Well, okay, don't know if you know this, but you can see on a functional MRI a craving of alcohol. Matter of fact, I'll throw that up here right now. So you got to be very, very careful, because, well, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And sometimes if you say this is your craving for alcohol, and this picture represents my craving for alcohol, they go like, oh my God, I did not know that your brain was literally under that much of an attack to drink. And it goes a long ways in helping them understand you, and you understanding them. Opening the lines of communications. Being an effective communicator is so incredibly important when it comes to being successful in life. Being able to stay positive, realistic and positive, okay? Not everything that goes bad is a plot against you, okay? It's an obstacle for you to learn from and get better. So there's a lot more to this thing called success, but everything you have to do to be successful in life financially, everything you have to do in life to become successful in finding your inner peace and happiness, everything you want to do in life to be successful in any area of your life also applies to substance use. And it all starts right up here in the old thinker. And that's why addiction is a brain disease. It takes over. And people get tired of the symptoms that you exhibit. Short-temperedness, impatience, depression, anxiety, paranoia, oh my gosh. And the list goes on and on and on, because what regulates all of that? The brain. And it is a brain disease. Guys, it's a no-brainer here. If you want to be successful, do what you need to do. I want to continue to lose weight. I want to have a body that I'm proud of. I want to be one day a personal trainer for elderly people like myself. And that's about a 5-year goal for me. And I'm working on it every day. I'm working on it. I'm eating right, or trying to eat right. I'm hitting the gym. Today's going to be chest and shoulder day. Yesterday was back day. Oh, got a nice compliment in the Walmart parking lot in Sand Springs the other day that I did not expect from someone I didn't expect it from. We won't go into that, but I was shocked and I went like, oh my gosh, how do I react to that? And I decided to take it as a compliment. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bob, out.